Hi and welcome to Dave's Classic Collectibles. Happy New Year to everyone, and I hope everyone has a great 2025. Welcome to our second year of filming Dave's Classic Collectibles, and I hope you're enjoying it as much as we are filming it and coming along on our journey, and looking forward to doing some really exciting stuff in 2025. Today we're going to have a look at our third quartet of the Australian model cars, the collection. Today we'll do issue 9 to 12. Previously we've done the other issues on our channel, so please go back and have a look, even including the BT1 police car. But for today, let's go out and have a look at issue 9 to 12. Diving straight into the models today, if you want a little bit more in depth of what you get with the Australian cars, the collection, have a look at our first video, issue 1 to 4, and we go into a little bit more depth there of what you actually get. But you do get your glossy colour magazine, which has some great articles inside and specs, etc. Obviously your display case and your model. So starting with issue 9 today, it's the Holden Monaro HQ 350 GTS in Lone Ranger Orange. Issue 10 is the first Falcon released in Australia, the XK Falcon in Koala Grey. Issue 11, bit of a strange one for this one, is the HJ75 series in Sandy Talk. Finally, the last one here for today, issue 12, is the Holden Tirana Hatchback A9X LXSS in Absinthe Yellow. Looking at the molds, they're all pretty equal and consistent throughout the series so far, what we've seen for the first 12 models, and it makes no difference with the 4 models that are here today. The decals are all painted on, which is quite nice. They finished reasonably quite well, with plenty of add-ons and things like that. The wiper blades and bars and things like that have all been put on as extras, so it's quite nice there. Probably the only disappointing point is the plastic bases, which is a little bit ordinary, to be totally honest. Well, what about the paint? The paint on these models are actually pretty good for what we actually get, and the Tirana does have a little bit of orange peel in the back in the hatch, and that's the first one of the 13 models we've looked at, including the VK, that I've had any paint imperfections on. I have seen other models around where the blues run, like on the XC Cobra and stuff, but this is really good. The black on the A9X is very, very good. Also the stripes on the HQ Monaro are brilliant. So the paint in general is really, really good. The attention to detail in these models is pretty good. Definitely for the price value, you've got to look at that. It's pretty fair. One criticism I do have, there's no headlining in them, so if you do turn them upside down, you can just see the mould ups in the bottom of the screen, so it looks a bit ordinary there on the roof. The interiors, apart from that, are pretty good, and what you can see, the dashes look pretty good. The HQ looks really good with the steering wheel, also with the XK as well. They are very much period correct and look like what they're supposed to look like for their era. This one's obviously a little bit different because we've got back to the 60s with the Falcon, 70s for the Monaro and the Tirana, and then into the 80s for the troop carrier. So a little bit different, a variable in these models for today, but they do look very good, and the colours are quite good. The colour does actually represent exactly what they were supposed to be. I think the Land Cruiser looks to be a little bit out. I think it's a little bit pale, but definitely the Koala Grey, the Lone Ranger, and also the Absinthe Yellow are definitely very, very spot on, so they've done a great job there. Considering the price that you actually pay for these models, $25 at the newsagent, or your 2 models every month by subscription, which is $61, but that obviously does include delivery. They are great value. There's not anything really around in the 143 range of any quality, or at least the quality of these, for that sort of price. Obviously no COA, as we've said before, no certificate of authenticity, so they can reproduce these or make as many or as little as they want to. The interesting thing now that everyone seems to be hearing and saying about these is, when the series first started, everyone was quite into it. You know, the first release was $6.95, and the second $15 before $25, etc., etc. The hype was there. The hype's lowering now with these models, and now a lot of collectors are saying, no, I don't want the entire 60 cars. I'm just going to pick what I want. So that could be a very interesting outcome to what happens with IXO, what they're actually going to do with these models, and if there's going to be future models as well. Plenty of rumours circulating around if they're going to go back and do some of the early ones which are already sold out. Rumours going around where they do more than 60 cars. So a few things that could definitely happen. Thanks for watching today's episode of Dave's Classic Collectables. I hope you enjoy our look at the Australian model cars, the collection issue 9 to 12. Quite excited about issue 13, which is the VC Chrysler Valiant. So really looking forward to that one coming out and seeing how it compares to the previous 12 models. If you like today's episode, please give us a like down below. Leave a comment if you look, that'd be really good. Do you like these models? Are you actually collecting them, or do you collect 143s or other scales? If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do. That'd be absolutely fantastic. I hope everyone has a great 2025. We're looking forward to our new year and also what we're producing. Until next time, happy collecting.